Hey, Suzanne. No worries. I moved it back because I had therapy, so I wanted to make sure that I had enough time um to get everything semi set up. So I'm just gonna pour a couple more molds today. Nothing too crazy. Just because I had some ideas pop up in my head last night, and so I wanted to try them out and see how they turned out, just because I really like the way that lotus mold turned out for Daigo. And I wanted to see if I could do it the other way around, where we do um, the peach tree portion on the petals and then have the clear resin on the top. So it'll be, upside down, I guess you could say. So when I pour it, when I pour the resin in, I'm gonna pour some of the clear resin first. And then after that, I am going to um put so I'm going to put clear, and then I'm going to put in the Petri coloring in, and then I'm going to put in uh, clear resin on top of that and see what it looks like when I unmold it. And how I'm not really understanding what you typed. We aren't really in need right now. Hey, crafty niece. Okay. Okay, so that wasn't me just being like, wait, I didn't understand what? Okay. Okay, so I'm just mixing up just a total of 7 ounces of clear resin. So I'm gonna have a total of 15 ounces of clear resin mixed up so that I have enough. Hey Don, hey Regina. Um, so that I hope I have enough to pour for all of these molds, because one of them is these two here make a trinket box that go together. So I want to make sure that I have enough resin for all 3 of the molds. So I already went ahead and I picked out all the colors, and I'll show you the colors as soon as I am done mixing everything up. Okay. So let me get all comfy here. All right. Let me put on my gloves. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna pour this lotus again, and then I'm gonna pour. This is a trinket box, so these two molds actually go together. Let me see. I'll get you a picture. Okay. All right. So this is what the box looks like when it's done. So you can either put it so that it's a closed box or opened, and it slides, all of that stuff. So it's a really neat mold. So I really, this is one of my other favorite molds to pour. So um I poured this the other day for Daigo, and what I did was I did blue um on, you could say, the top, and so that when I unmolded it, this is what it looked like um when it came out. So if you can see there how the Petri kind of um flowed this way. So what I want to do is get the so I'm going to pour clear on this portion, put the color in so that when we unmold it, we'll have color on the petals, and then here I'm hoping it's going to be clear. Okay, so keep our fingers crossed that that's how it turns out. So I went ahead and I picked out some colors. Let's see. So I just picked out, let's see. Oh, and then what I'm doing for the box is I'm gonna do one side is mica powder and the other side is gonna be Petri. So so the box though, one side is gonna be a color called Shining Red Bronze. And then to go with it, I'm gonna use the color Mum, Apple, and then Cherry. And then for the lotus is gonna be Eggplant and Denim. Okay. So I poured lots of clear resin to make sure that I have enough for all of the molds. So let's see. We're going to do the lotus first. Sorry about that. I'm gonna scooch things around here so that you can see things a little bit better. So we're gonna do this one first. Okay. So I'm gonna use, so this I went ahead and I mixed up. This is 7 ounces of clear resin, and I'm going to pour some of it in to this mold. And I want to say I'm going to fill it maybe about halfway. And I'm just going really slow. Okay, so that's approximately halfway. Okay, oops, sorry about that. All right. So we are going to put in, and then always with alcohol inks, make sure you shake first because they tend to settle. And I'm going to put in denim first. And I'm going to squeeze the mold a little bit so that I can get the resin or the pigment the alcohol ink in there. And I'm just kind of letting it slide into the mold. And then I'm going to use the eggplant. And I'm going to move that a little bit closer so you guys can see. Okay. Now I'm going to use the white. I'm going to move that around. Ah! Okay. And then I'm gonna put one more round of the denim. And then just a little bit more of the eggplant. Just turning it so I can kind of see what it's doing. All right, close that up. Now we're gonna do the last round of white. All right, close that up. Actually, wipe that a little clean there. Even though I know, because what I ended up doing, I had a new bottle, because yesterday I was having problems with the nozzle, uh, this needle point nozzle. It was like so clogged. So I found another bottle. So I went ahead and I got the white and I put it in the new one so that I was able to use it. So now we're gonna go ahead and uh finish filling this mold. And again, I'm going to use the popsicle stick to slowly fill this up. All right. We'll see if it comes out the way I want it to. If it doesn't, I will not be mad. Okay. So now all right. Now let's do some scooching around. So we don't need that anymore. Hey, Deborah. I'm glad you got home in time too. Okay, so now we are going to fill up this mold and this mold. Move these here. And I'm going to move this up so you can see better. Okay. So we're going to do the Petri first. Let's do it in this one. So this, we're going to have to fill all the way up to the top. And again, I'm going to slowly pour it till it's full. Okay. And then I'm going to fill the other one while we're at it. I'm just going to fill a little bit because I want to add the mica powder. It's windy here. I'm sure you probably can't hear the wind, but it is windy, 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 windy. All right, so the color that we're going to be using for the mica is called Shining Red Bronze. If I can get it open. So that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's windy and it's been sprinkling. Last night it stormed big time. And it's funny because my husband's like, it needs to rain so that we don't have to wash the car. And then of course it rained. Okay, so I am now adding the mica to my resin. Okay. So this is what it looks like. It's this nice, rich brick color, shimmery brick color. So we are adding it to this one. And I can tell that my table is not all the way level because I am getting spillage. Let's put this popsicle stick under here. That's better. And any overspill, I know that I can sand it off. So I'm not really all that concerned. Okay. So now, let's wipe this here. Okay. So, the wrong colors. All right. So, we're going to go with Mum. And this is obviously in no particular design or whatever. And I picked the colors because it matched the mica. So I'm not concerned, obviously, with the way the mica got in there. Okay, there's that. Let's do some cherry. And then apple. This is the apple. Okay. Okay, now here's the white. And of course, this is my favorite part, where you see the alcohol ink like just kind of come alive. Yes, thank you, Dawn. Please hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber yet, don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Um, it helps me grow. And then if you can leave a comment, that helps as well. Trying to hit 1500. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with another layer of all the colors that I put down. Thank you, Regina, for doing that. I really appreciate it. And then putting in the mom. And then the cherry. Then we're going to put in one. Thanks a lot, Deborah. I really appreciate that. Okay, so then one last layer of white. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my popsicle sticks. And because I can see a couple of spots where there might end up being some air bubbles. And I don't want to have to come in after the fact and fix it. So cover this up. And then I am using my popsicle stick and going to just move the mold just a little bit. And it also, like, I think it makes the design even prettier when some of the ink gets down the sides of the mold. I have a feeling this corner here is going to have an air bubble that I'm going to have to fix. But that's all right. Okay, I'm not going to fiddle with it anymore. Even though it's telling me to. And I'm just cleaning up a little bit. I am going to put on some. Yeah, I know, right? Who else does that? I think we know somebody who does that. I just need to get clean gloves here. I wonder who that is. Nobody we know. I'm just putting on some clean gloves because those ones are a mess. And I'm just trying to. This is like so uneven. Oh my God. Okay. So we are, I think I'm pretty happy with what I've made so far today. I know the live isn't like wasn't super duper long. I just wanted to make a couple of things. What do you guys think? Um I'm obviously I will unmold everything on a pre-record video so you guys can see it, and hopefully everything turns out the way I imagine it in my head, because that's always the thing. You see it in your head, but when it actually comes out of the mold, it's like, does it actually match what you have in your head? Thank you, Regina. I love the colors too. So let's hope things aren't too completely uneven. And then yeah, so if everything um it does too. And funnily enough, this right now is cherry blossom season. So maybe I had cherry blossoms on my mind. Um so once uh everything is cured, I'll unmold it, and I will okay, Sally, no worries. There's no hurry whatsoever. And then you guys can see what it looks like. Let me know what you think. If it was a complete and utter hot mess, I hope it's not, because the only thing I'm concerned about is just like with anything else, it's a matter of how even is the dang table. Um, but I think I fixed that with the popsicle sticks underneath the molds, and then you guys can see how everything turned out. So, with that, I am going to sign off. Thank you to everybody who showed up. I am going to have another live next week. We're going to do more of this resin pouring and stuff like that. I have some other things that I want to make with you guys and share with you guys. And the other thing too is a lot of these things that I'm making will be for sale when I have my resin sale. And then exactly, exactly. They are all happy accidents if they aren't as planned. And I totally agree. And it's always fixable if there's air bubbles, I can always fix that. That's not a big thing. So have a great day, have a great weekend, enjoy yourself no matter what happens. And hopefully the weather isn't too rainy or windy like it is here for us in Oklahoma. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.